Hello, hello, and welcome back to Silent Hill 2. Okay, so where did we leave off? I know we're in the hospital, the Otherworld Hospital. Why is my microphone doing that? Hang on. There we go. Hello! Okay, where are we? Okay, we're on the third floor, second floor. Okay, first floor. I forget where I was going. Lovely ambiance. Oh, wait, I remember. Rings. We're looking for rings. We gotta go down to the basement. That's it. I remember now. Doot, 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 doot. Okay, is this the... Okay, no, no, no. I know which part this is. I got shotgun shells. There's a shelf here. The red handprints on the shelf. Move the shelf? Yes.
James.
Mary? Oh, Maria. It's you. I thought you were... Sorry.
Anyway.
Anyway, I'm glad you're alive.
Anyway? What do you mean, anyway?
She's
You don't sound very happy to see me. I was almost killed back there. Why didn't you try to save me? All you care about is that dead wife of yours. I've never been so scared in my whole life. You couldn't care less about me, could you?
I found out I can kill you with a stick, so I'm gonna try that out when I get a free chance.
No, I
Then
just...
stay with me. Don't ever leave me alone. You're supposed to take care of me. So, what about Laura? Did you find her?
Yeah, but... She ran away.
The lighting is so
We've
good.
got to find her.
I think a lot of stuff
You
in the
really seem to care about her.
game in general and the original is just a lot
I've never met her
scarier.
before. I just feel sorry for her. She's all alone. And for some reason, I feel like it's up to me to protect her.
Hey, Mary. Oh, my bad. Moria, not Mary. That's right. Want to meet this bullet? So I think in general, the original version of the Silent Hill 2 is way scarier than the remake. I think the remake's really, really good. I really like the remake. Like, I had zero expectations. I thought it was gonna be trash, but it was pretty good. I really liked it. There are parts I think it does better than the original, but I will say I think in general, I think this version of the game is way scarier. Also, I had no idea you could actually kill Maria, because all the previous times I've played through the game, I have never had that happen. But I was talking with a friend of mine after like the stream. I was like, "You can kill Maria?" Because he plays this game like all the time. He plays through it like at least once a year. He's like, "Yeah, how'd you not know that?" I was like, "I've never had it happen." It's like, "Oh, you just got lucky then. You can like beat her to death with one of the melee weapons." It's like, "Really? I can do that? That sounds hilarious." I got the copper ring. Like the idea of like, why would the melee combat in this is so like primitive that the idea of finding out that you can harm Maria like in a combat scenario like I did, where I tried to shoot a nurse and ended up shooting her by accident, Like, I don't see how you could do that with a melee weapon. That seems like you would be intentionally trying to do it. So the idea of like that, God, I love the light. Hang on, let me see if I can do it. The lighting in this game is so good. The way the shadows cast over her. So they did this shit before ray tracing. Why do we have ray tracing? It's such a stupid thing. This kills performance for something we've been doing better in older games anyway. The fuck? Is that a... It sounded like a pig mixed with a child. Okay, does it take like one swing or is it like multiple swings? Let's find out. Ow. Okay, so it's multiple. Now I feel bad that I just like jabbed her in the stomach because I was expecting like a comical just instant death. I wasn't expecting her to still be standing. Now I feel bad for doing it. I was testing to see if she would die instantly and she didn't. Now I feel bad. I poked her tummy. Okay, where is that door at? I like how the sheeting on everything, like it's clearly like not plastic, but like cloth sheeting, like you see over like a body in like a hospital. But just due to how grimy and grungy the texture work is, it also looks like rotting flesh. I really like how it's a combination of the two and how unsettling that looks. Maybe down at 11? Let's see. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's the door. Oh, no, wait, I should go... Hang on, there's a room that has, like, loot. Where is that room? Is it on the second floor? I think it's on the second floor. Hang on. Oh, it's a spit.
Hi there, everybody! Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to another exciting edition of Trick or Treat.
Well, that season.
Here you either answer the questions correctly and win a great prize, or fail to answer correctly and receive the punishment. It all depends on you. And our lucky, or should I say unlucky challenger today is James. James Sunderland! Are you ready to play Trick or Treat? Okay, here's your first question. Merry-go-round, children and adults love.
Okay.
The question is, what is the name of this amusement park? 1. Fantasyland. 2. Silent Hill Amusement Park. 3. Lakeside Amusement Park.
3, Lakeside.
Okay, quickly, on to question number 2. Silent Hill witnessed a gruesome murder a few years back. A brother and sister were playing in the road when they were attacked and chopped into pieces with an axe. Torn flesh, smashed bones, splattered blood, and finally, bitter tears. What a terrible tragedy. What a gruesome end to such innocent lives. Now the question. What was the name of the murderer who
Walter
committed
Sullivan.
this vile act? 1. Walter Sullivan.
Yep.
2. Scott Fairbanks. 3. Eric Gaines.
Ooh, is that a reference
Now
to
for our
Ed Gein?
third and final question. South of the lake is a deserted old neighborhood called South Vale. From there to Pale Vale, the central resort area northwest of the lake, there's only one road you can take. Just one road, no more. The third and final question is, what is the name of that road? 1. Bachman Road. 3. Nathan Avenue. Well, that's the last of our questions. Have you got it all figured out? When you know the answers, head to the storeroom on the 3rd floor to collect your prizes. But be careful if you're wrong. Well then, everybody, thanks for tuning in. See you again sometime. Bye-bye.
I'm gonna have to look at the map on that one. I can't tell like off the top of my head.
What was that?
I like how there's no explanation for that. That's just Silent Hill just fucking with them. Shit. Fuck. Not worth it, not worth it. Okay, M6. Let's see if there's anything down here. I'm trying to find where that room was, where there's like a little hole in the wall. Here it is. Okay, you put the ring here. Okay. Is this not where I use it? I thought you came here and okay, maybe it's back up on the 3rd floor. Because I thought for sure you came down here first. Okay, then the storeroom. Okay, storeroom. You weren't there before. Okay, so it was Lakeside, Walter. Fuck. I forgot to check the map. Shit. One, two, three. You. Yay. The gambling gods were on my side. Is Nathan Avenue like relevant? Because like Lakeside Amusement Park is relevant to Silent Hill 1 and 3 because of the being like the main areas where the game ends. Then Walter Sullivan shows up in 4. I mean, granted, if you were playing Silent Hill 2 like back when it first came out, you would probably know the first one just due to Silent Hill 1 if you played it. But Walter, he's like, you know, Silent Hill 4 isn't out yet, and it's just from like a flavor text, you know, memo that you can pick up, so it's not a huge thing. So it's like, where the fuck does this thing go? It's got the spider. Like, you know, playing it after the fact and having the entire series and go, oh, crazy axe murder? Who else but Walter? Okay, there we go. Let me see if it works on the that door there. I assume, because it says it's for the basement, and I found that key in the basement. So I can't really think of any other place that ring would go to. And not here. Oh, it's that elevator. Whoopsie. Out of the way. Okay, so I can't get my ring back, so I hope I just didn't soft lock myself. Oh, down here, down here. That's where I need to go. Need to go open the, refrigerator. Now we got another body with us. Oh, turn around. Down this way, down this way. Maria, help out.
You can't open it?
Yeah, Maria, give me a hand here.
Come on. You're supposed to be the big man around here. How's a little girl like me supposed to help?
You're not a little girl. Laura is.
What's this? Not very cute, is it? Here, James. You take it.
Thanks.
Thanks. Was it M6? Because it's got to be one of these two rings. Really? I could have sworn there was like an item in there and I need to get it. And it required like one of the rings. I could also be misremembering. Oh, whoops. A wall. Here's a note on the ground. The handwriting is hard to read. I took the director's key, the one to the museum. I hid it behind the praying woman when I went out for the day trip. I picked it up, but I did not steal it. I'm not a criminal. Okay, the praying woman. Lock is broken. Lock is O. Alright, come on, Maria. Run. Time to run. Maria, you stupid bitch! Alright, you're on your own. Oh, he is fast. Come on, come on, come on, come on, get in.
Open up!
FBI! I think that scene's done better in the remake. I don't know why, but I think maybe it's just due to the way that the camera is done in the remake. I think it's a lot more impactful, because like you see Pyramid Head behind her in this one. Well, in the original, you just see, like, and you also just see her hand, like, falling. Well, in the original, you get to see the life drain from her eyes, and just, like, the stunned silence from James from seeing her die in front of him. Like, the big, Maria, is very, like, dramatic, and it does work, but I think just the stunned shock and silence of her being stabbed in front of him, I think, is more emotional. Like, he's just can't seem to process it for a moment. He who is not bold enough to be stared at from across the abyss is not bold enough to stare into it himself. Okay, Nietzsche. The truth can only be learned by marching forward. Follow the map. There's a letter and a wrench. Yeah, I very much prefer James just being completely silent. I think that hits so hard. Like, not knocking, like, I don't know his name, the actor in this one, but I think just seeing her get stabbed from, like, not James' POV, but seeing, like, the blood spray out and the life drain from her eyes, and James just standing in silence, I think is way more depressing. And just, like, it hits a lot. Like, there's a lot of things I think the remake does better, and like I said, there are things this one does better, there are things the remake does better. Like, I think the Angela scene is way better in this than it is in the remake. I think Angela in general is better in this than in the remake. I think remake Angela, outside of certain scenes, is not as good. Like, I think she looks too normal, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like she should look a little more gaunt and haggard, like how this version of Angela looks. And also, like there are things I think that I liked, like some of the additional scenes with James, where you get to see more of her mental state. But like the staircase scene, I think is way better in this. I don't have time to stand around reading all this. I really like that it just keeps the piano music. Like I am kind of like memeing, just messing around because like I have played this a bit. But like the first time you see Maria die, it's just so very like unexpected. And like I think it does hurt, but I don't know. Like I think the remake, composition of the scenes is better. You know, I was starting it by like making jokes about beating her with a stick, so Maria's dead. I couldn't protect her, and Laura has run off somewhere. Once again, I couldn't do anything to help. Mary, what should I do? Are you really waiting somewhere for me? Or is this your way of taking? Going to find Mary. It's the only thing I have left to hope for. It's interesting that I think about it, how like a lot, like in Silent Hill 2 original, and just like older games in general, you can have characters monologue to themselves in a text screen like that, and it's not intrusive, in my opinion. Like, having to read the text maybe is different because I like reading, but like having it not be voiced and the character just having to like think their thoughts and you have to read along with it feels a bit different than like in a modern game where the characters like talk or speak aloud what they're doing. I don't know how to, if that makes sense, because like in, you know how it is in like modern games, like I'm sure most people have seen like that, like Mario, if it was made by like Sony, it's like the Focus M like kind of joke. Like if he had James thinking to himself everything that he just talked, or speaking aloud what that dialogue text was, like people probably just go like, whatever, he's just trying to tell us what we need to do because the game devs think we're idiots. Hey, nurse. And granted, that usually how it is that usually they have, you know, like the obnoxious yellow paint that you see in like Resident Evil 4 remake, or like characters, I need to do this or that. I don't know, maybe it's just because it is just reading, it kind of hits different. That's just something like I kind of thought like, I don't think they have James speak aloud like that little part, and I wonder if it's due to the fact like in a modern game, characters speaking to themselves like that is more used to guide the player where they need to go instead of being like a character action. Like I like the Batman Arkham games. I love the amount of monologue, internal monologue Bruce has in it. But also I can also see, I don't know, maybe that's a bad example because it fits, because a lot of comic books have internal monologues from characters. So Batman thinking to himself, I need to do this, that, and another, you know, that still feels comic booky. While at the same time it is telling the player what they need to do to progress in the game. God, this game is dark. Both in content and visually. Okay, is there anything here? Keep out. Trespassers will be prosecuted. Well, there's no way for me to get in, so I guess you win this one. I can't believe all these nurses got off their shift at the same time. Okay, how much shotgun shells do I actually have? Oh my god. Jesus Christ, I'm swimming in ammo. Yeah, exactly. Stuff like that. Okay, where am I? Okay, that's blocked off. I take Saul Street? Okay, I think I take Saul Street. There we go. I like... What kind of bullets are they? These things. I really like that the remake made these guys into actual enemies you can fight. Oh, first aid station. First aid kit, my bad. Why did I say station? Okay, get in there. Wait, what's that say? There's Memo lying on the sofa. I'll wait at bar Neely's. What caliber? Actually, I don't know if Silent Hill ever specifies what kind of caliber or weapons they're using. I assume this is a 12 gauge. Bullets for a handgun. I can't place what kind. I want to say Beretta. Is that a Beretta? Oopsie. Okay, where is... Is it at Neely's, actually? I need to go and find that other sign. Oh. Shotgun shell. Shotgun shell. That actually kind of spooked me. That's creepy. Man, they are really generous with supplies. Holy. You weren't there literally 2 seconds ago. Holy shit. Wow, that's... That's a lot of stuff. Ooh, rifle shells. When do we get the rifle? I love this game's shadows. That is so... Look at that. No, no, no. You stay there. Stay there. Wait, how do I get into Neely's again? Hang on. How do I get in there? Oh, here we go. If you really want to see Mary, you should just die. But you might be heading to a different place than Mary, James. Ooh, I actually got a chill down my spine reading that. Okay, we're going to Gonzalez's. Anyone want a taco? Something tells me the Latin food in Silent Hill is probably not very good. If I were to like take a guess, because like if I remember right, Silent Hill is set in Maine. Like it's a town in Maine, if I remember right. Oh, whoops. And I've never been up northeast, but if I were to take a guess, I'm going to guess that their Latin American food is probably not as good as what you can find. Where the fuck am I going? Probably not as good as what you can find in like California, Texas, or Florida, where they have like a lot more Latin people. Not saying there aren't Latin people up in Maine, but something tells me the Latin restaurant there is probably not as good. Am I crazy? Is it not in Gonzalez's? No kick. There we go. Is it let? Where the fuck is this? Oh, it's up here. I got a wrench. Or perhaps you are a fool. The truth usually betrays people. A part of that abyss is in the old society. The key to the society is in the park, at the foot of the praying woman, inside of the ground, inside of a box. To open it, I need a wrench. My patient buried it there. I knew, but did nothing. It made me uneasy to have such a thing near. I wasn't looking for the truth. I was looking for tranquility. I also saw that thing. I fled, but the museum was sealed as well. Now, no one dares to approach that place. If you still do not wish to stop, James, I pray to the Lord to have mercy on your eternal soul. Okay, so hang a left, head down Cat Street, then run up, but get to Rosewater. Okay. Cafe Texan. Hooray! The street's not closed anymore. Okay, keep heading down Cat Street. I wish I could break into these cars. Smash them, take their energy drinks. It's good old grand time. Also, James should be very thankful that all the enemies he faces are so unathletic. He would not last 5 minutes dealing with the shit Harry did. Well, I take that back. He deals with a lot of really bad stuff, but I guess not having as aggressive enemies is probably the least of his worries. Still, like, I don't know if it's because I was playing totally legitimate, wink wink, copy, and like the frame rate was like synced to like, shit. The door that wakes in darkness, opening into nightmares. I cannot imagine dealing with that on like an actual PS1. Because I'm sure like those things ran at like a lower frame rate. So dealing with enemies at that fast of a rate just seems very silly. Okay. Also, I do want to stream Resident Evil Requiem when it comes out. Or I wanted to, but I'm gonna hold off on buying it. Not because like I've heard that the game is bad or anything, it's just I try not to talk about like real stuff, but I just gotta be like real frugal at the moment. Like the job I have is not great. I don't like my job. They've been trying to screw me over and get me out of that workplace over petty stuff. I can kind of feel like the noose tightening. So I've been trying to find like other jobs, hopefully stuff that has like better time. So if I, you know, might be able to stream more, work on my books more. But I can't really afford to like buy, you know, drop like almost $100 on a video game. So after I'm done with Silent Hill 2, I'll go back to playing Resident Evil, but I'll be playing like the older ones, like the ones I haven't streamed yet and the ones I have already. And it's, you know, I gotta be financially smart. So I really do want to like stream it and play it and like experience it with you guys, but you know, I'm sure experiencing all the other you know, there are other Resident Evil games. The original 1, 2, and 3, original 4, 5, 6, Code Veronica, Revelations. You know, I got all those ones, so I should be able to still play a good chunk of them. And then the remake for 1 and also 0. Victim of persecution by Blankians. Jenny Blank Carroll lived pride and honor. What happened here shall never be forgotten. Ground is raised up only here. Could there be something under here? Will you dig? I'm curious. I've never actually tried it. Can you actually get to this place before you leave the hospital? Or is this only like spawn like this location afterwards? It'd be very neat if you could actually like come and dig this up prior, and then you're just like, oh, what's this thing? Then go look. I'm assuming like you could also kind of like just screw yourself that way. Because if you're like, oh, I need a wrench? What do I need a wrench for? How do I go get the wrench? Yeah, you just can't find it. Because you're not supposed to be here yet. I use the wrench. I got the old bronze key. Okay, so Silent Hill is... Wow, we are blitzing through this game. Holy shit. Yeah, after Historical Society, there's just the hotel. This game is way shorter than I remember it being. Granted, the Historical Society is a pretty long part of the game. It's even longer in the remake. Wait, why did... Lakeview Hotel... Aww. Okay, just a straight shot. But I had something pretty interesting happen at work today, so... how do I say it? But one of the people I had to assist during my job, it turned out that they were... At Islands of Adventure, I don't know if they have Islands of Adventure over in the California Universal Studios. But over here we have it, and... I've always been a fan of it. I loved Lost Continent. They got rid of it around like when I was a teenager to move it or replace it with like the Harry Potter. It's still there technically, but there's no rides. There's like your your ad. There's like no rides. There's like a couple of like vendors and restaurants, but that's about it. Like back in the day, it had like Dueling Dragons, Little Unicorn, the Sinbad Show, the Poseidon Ride, like a bunch of other restaurants as well that have been shut down. It was my favorite area because like as a young lad who loved fantasy, reading books and tales of Arthurian legend and things like that, use Old Bronze Key. So things like that always fascinate me. But the person I helped today, they were actually part of the show for Sinbad because they had like a little commemorative coin with them, and I was like, oh, is that from the Sinbad ride at Islands of Adventure? It's like, yeah, I used to be a part of it, and back when like during the last showing when the ride was show was shut down, all the employees were given these little commemorative tokens to commemorate that we were the people who were there. And I thought that was really cool. And her husband, who was there, was also someone who was in charge. I don't know if in charge, but was part of the team that like helped put together a lot of the rides and shows for Islands of Adventure and the Lost Continent area. I thought that was just really cool. And then we just kind of lamented about how Islands of Adventure, or not Islands of Adventure, but the Lost Continent area in Islands of Adventure doesn't really exist anymore. You know, there's like a couple of restaurants, there's no real rides, it's just all been consumed by Harry Potter. It's like, I love the Harry Potter area, so it's like hard, because like, you know, that was my favorite place when I was a child, and I still have very fond memories of the theming and everything, and I really like it when theme parks aren't just themed around, I mean, I guess it's still technically an IP, because it was based around like Greek mythology and wait, is Sinbad from from where is Sinbad from actually? I think Sinbad's his own thing now, actually think about it. Because I was gonna say Sinbad's from like Arabian Nights, but I was like, no wait, I think Sinbad's his own thing. I could be wrong. You know, but they were based off like literature, like Arthur, Greek mythology, things like that. So I don't know, maybe it's a little different than Epic Universe having Mario. Wahoo! And I say that as someone who loves Mario and Nintendo and stuff like that. Looks like the lock's broken, I can't open it. But like they haven't really been back to the park since then, and I can kind of understand, like if you put all your creative juices into helping build an entire part of a theme park and ends up getting torn down and slowly erased by another one, I'd be pretty hesitant to want to go there, just be very mixed feelings. Yeah, I just thought that was really cool. As someone who loves theme parks, it was really cool getting to see. Misty Day, Remains of the Judgment. It's him. Is that painting in the remake? I don't remember. There probably used to be a painting here. Only explanation remains. Waterfront landscape. Alan Smith, date of birth and death unknown. I've seen this area from long ago. From the style, it looks like it was done sometime around 1820. There are a lot fewer people then, and only a handful of buildings. There's nothing of particular interest inside the case. A photo is hanging here. Wilt's coal mine. Oh, I wonder if that's where they got the idea in the Silent Hill movie for like the ash, since like the town has like burning stuff underneath it. There's a photo of a deep, deep hole. What could this be? A photo of the director of Old Brookhaven Hospital. Looks like he was a famous person in town. A photo is hanging here. Brookhaven Hospital, 1880. This hospital was built in response to a great plague that followed a wave of immigration to this area. It was originally little more than a shack, but it gradually grew and grew. There's nothing particularly special about this photograph. There's nothing useful written on them. God, that is such a... I hate that sound. Some kind of document is lying here. September 11th, 1820. Prisoner number C221. I can't read the rest. What is this? I think this entire game is scary. I think the prison is probably I think Brookhaven is really scary. I think the prison's probably the scariest part of the game, though. Like, going off of, like, scares, just, like, off of how the game actually is, I think it goes prison, apartment, hospital, and then hotel. Because, like, the hotel, I don't... Like, it's very soul-crushing and depressing. But I don't think it's particularly a scary level. I think the prison and the apartments are super scary. And then the hospital, I think is just okay overall. I think it's scarier in this than in the remake, but I think it's... I wouldn't say weakest, because I think the hotel is the least scary, but it's got the most amount of horrific story stuff. But I would say... Yeah, I guess maybe... I would say hospital's probably the weakest. Because the only thing that I think that's noteworthy that happens in prison, or in hospital, is just the stuff with Maria dying. And that's about it, really. And, like, the rest of the level isn't super duper scary. Like, it's still creepier in this than the original, but it's nowhere near as bad as... Yeah! As this place is. Come on, where are you? Wait, did I reload this thing? to the groin. Oh, wait, you're a girl. That wouldn't do much. Hmm. A photo is hanging here. Toluca Prison Camp. Built during the Civil War, later became Toluca Prison. A photo is hanging here. Death by skewering. An execution at the prison. Death by skewering or strangling. To choose his death is the prisoner's last taste of freedom. A painting is hanging here. Crimson and white banquet for the gods. The Order. They're doing their shit. Oh, please tell me I didn't miss getting the map for the prison. I am so screwed if I don't have the map. Okay, I don't think there's anything here, actually. I think it's just jump into the pit. Into the pit we go! The hole's dark and I can't see anything. Will you jump down? Yes. I will say, I prefer in the remake that James has to psych himself up before he jumps. Because in this, James just kind of jumps in. Geronimo! Without much of a second thought. I like that in the remake, he just has to like, okay, like actually psych himself up for it. Also, something the remake does better is making you, the player, know that you need to stab this and like figure out how to get out of here. Because nowhere else in the game does it teach you, like, you can break stuff with your melee weapons. It's like it teaches you throughout the game by having you be able to interact and destroy stuff. So when you get to this part, you're just like, oh, okay, I can just break that down and then I can get out of here. Silent Hill 2 originally, they don't never do that, so that one-off part is just like, huh? How's I supposed to figure that out? Which I think is kind of weak game design. Oh, shit. Nope, I'm not doing this part. There's a door at the bottom. The door is locked. Wait, what? The fuck is that? Ah! Wait, whose footsteps do I hear? The fuck is that? Did I not kill that thing already? Oh, you little bastard. Die. I got the spiral writing key. It says, "'Tis doubt which leadeth thee to purgatory." Okay, 1, 3, 8. 318. 831. Ooh. I don't have a map in this area. Okay, got through there without taking too much damage. It's pitch black beyond the door. I can't tell how far the blackness stretches. Will you go down? Yes. Thunk. Break all your bones.
Killing a person ain't no big deal. Just put the gun to their head. Pow. You killed him? But it wasn't my fault. He made me do it.
Calm down, Eddie. Tell me what happened.
That guy, he had it coming. I didn't do anything. He just came after me. Besides, he was making fun of me with his eyes, like that other one.
Just for that, you killed him?
What do you mean, just for that?
Eddie, you can't just kill someone because of the way they looked at you.
Oh yeah? Why not? Till now I always let people walk all over me. Just like that stupid dog. He had it coming too.
Eddie?
I was just joking, James. He was dead when I got here, honest. Anyway, I gotta run.
You're going out there alone?
Yeah.
Eddie?
God, Eddie is so unsettling. It's a corpse. The body is marked with bullet holes. Got a health drink. I got the tablet of the gluttonous pig. Well, that's a little mean, isn't it? I mean, he's a little heavy set. You don't gotta call him a gluttonous pig, though. Looks like the lock's broken. I can't open it. I feel like I get more and more afraid of Eddie each time I play this game. Nope. Because, like, Angela, I just pity her. I feel bad for her for all this. Like, her murdering her family is bad. Murder is bad. But murdering her family because they were abusing her sexually and physically and emotionally, I understand. Eddie seems like a man-child, and not in, like, the sense of, like, when people say, oh, they play, like, Mario, and they're, like, 30, so they're a man-child. And not in the sense like that. I mean, like, from the way he dresses to, like, everything like that, he seems like a literal, like, he seems not all there. And the concept of someone who is that childish, or like at least looks that childish and just older, having access to like firearms and killing people because they look at him funny, or like, I'm sure he was bullied and abused and things like that. But it's also hard to say like how much of it is from him legitimately being bullied for being overweight and things like that, to him just being a psycho. We knock on the door, but there's no answer. I couldn't remember if it did that or if it made like a knocking sound. I forgot. I think Eddie's even scarier looking in the remake. Because like I remember like the boss fight with how bloody and like nasty he gets. With, like the blood, and it's not like full on gore, but it's definitely like seeing him like streaked with the blood from the gunfight, and just like how manic he looks and just violent. This, you know, just catching glimpses of him in through the fog and the meat sacks with your flashlight, with that just soaked in blood and that smirk on his face during the fight. It's just very chilling. Got a health drink. There's a magazine here. I've never seen it before. It's probably a locally published magazine. Toluca Lake, the town's main tourist attraction. This clear, beautiful lake has another side as well. They seem like just a typical ghost story that you might find in any number of old towns across the country. But in this case, the legend is true. On a fog-bound November day in 1918, Little Baroness, a ship filled with tourists, failed to return to port. A newspaper article from back then simply says it most likely sunk for some reason. Despite an extensive police search, not a single fragment of the ship, nor any of the 14 bodies of passengers or crew, has ever been recovered to this day. In 1939, an even stranger incident occurred. There are many pages torn out. Many corpses rest at the bottom of this lake. Their bony hands reach up towards the boats that pass overhead. Perhaps they reach for their comrades. Cookie. That is an old-ass TV. God, I have 142 handgun bullets. Jesus Christ, I am not gonna be needing ammo for a while. Jesus, oh my God, more? Shotgun shells, rifle shells. Ooh, rifle. We got a hunting rifle. Rifle shells. I have 16 shots on this thing already. Wow, they made getting the rifle a much bigger deal in the remake. Like, don't do that. You scared me and I shot you. Like in the remake, it's a long ordeal. You gotta get so many keys and different ways to get to it. It actually made me feel like getting the rifle like a big deal. This, you just kind of, hey, there it is. I mean, granted, I guess it makes it a little, oh, I know you. Oh, I remember this puzzle. There's a cover on the ground, but I can't open it. There's only a depression left where there's probably once a handle. Fuck this puzzle. Fuck that puzzle. Fuck that puzzle. That shit took me goddamn forever. Oh, did I miss one? Okay, so okay, so I just got to go through the cells. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I just need to go get some water. Okay, I'm back. Okay, it's locked. Fuck. Okay, so we're gonna have to unlock that. We can go into... Let's go... Which one is this? Does this lead into... Yeah. That. It's locked. Can't open it. I got the tablet of the seductress. Gluttonous pig, seductress. Oh, Jesus! I wonder if these tablets correlate to certain people that we've been encountering. Can't open it. Can't open it. Is there anything here? Doesn't look like it. Alright, we gotta go down. I'm really sad that Silent Hill 2 Remake didn't include this super creepy just thing in this cell. You can't see it, you can only shoot at it and hear it. It's just so unsettling. I got a wax doll. Books are scattered all over the bed and floor. Black magic from the abyss, resurrection of the dead. The Chronicle of Agrippa, manuscript of the Iron Rings. I guess I shouldn't worry about these too much. On sacrifices and art of demon summoning. Tome of the Seer. The Feast of the Succubi, the fallen angels of mercy and favor. I guess I shouldn't worry about these too much. I like how even though Silent Hill 2 is the most air quotes grounded of the Silent Hill games, at least like the main ones, you know, there's not a lot of the cult stuff from like 1 and 3 and technically 4 with Walter trying to do the sacraments. But you get random shit like that. Just a room full of craziness. And all these occult symbols just painted onto the walls, and all these books about demon summoning and things like that. I like that Silent Hill is such a paranormal... Ah, you fuck! Paranormal series compared to like other... I compared like Resident Evil, because like I was gonna say like, oh, well there's Fatal Frame, things like that, but Silent Hill versus like Resident Evil is air quotes science with like the viruses and things like that, and the mold, and las plagas. Also, Silent Hill is very psychological while also focusing on the occult. And that's something I think Silent Hill F did pretty good, was like, even though it's not the order and it's like its own thing, I like that it still kept the idea of weird occult bullshit. Being the cause of the Silent Hill phenomena. So I really like the direction that they're going from, like, expanding from Silent Hill. You know, because like 3 and 4 did it, and then Homecoming also did it, of neighboring towns. $436 people at a recital. Burning Man. Woman in Flight. Oh, this one's even worse than the other one. Because you can't even look in there. How big is that thing? I got Tablet of the Oppressor. There are magazines here, nothing of particular interest. Iron Bar is fuck, don't do that to me, game. Now it's unlocked. Christ. Okay, I need the horseshoe. What is it saying? Okay, bye, big guy. You have fun in there. Oh, wait, we only get 3 tablets? I thought we had more than that. You're right, James. Yeah, do I get damage from that? Hang on. Can I, like, accidentally kill him? I think I'm taking damage from that. That's hysterical. Yeah, let me do that. And bonk. Yeah, I'm getting more damage from that. That's hysterical. I give you blood to atone for the 3 sins, is written on top of the engraving. Beneath the engravings are 3 square depressions. Answer the tablet of the oppressor. Answer the tablet of the gluttonous pig. Answer the tablet of the seductress. There are 3 ropes hanging from the scaffold. Oh, there's the horseshoe. I got a horseshoe. Oh, okay, I gotta go do it at the place. Okay, let me go save first. Because we made like we pretty much just blitzed through the prison, so I just gotta make sure I save before we do that. Wait, what? Oh, whoops. Okay, then hang down and a right. Okay. Whoops, wrong one. Okay. I remember this puzzle taking me forever. I could not figure it out, like what we were supposed to do. There's no point in just melting. Fucking guys, goddammit. Ah, whoops. It's like very unintuitive and like would not work in reality. Like, why on earth would you pour wax? Like, why would you melt wax and then put the handle, like the horseshoe? Yeah, it's making a handle, air quotes, but it's wax isn't glue. When it hardens, it's not gonna adhere to that metal. It does. That's not how it works. Like, cause that one just took me forever to figure out. It doesn't make any sense. Granted, it's Silent Hill. Things don't have to make sense. The town is very much just fucking with you. It looks like the lock is broken. I can't open it. As I push the door, I get a whiff of some rotten smell coming from inside. It's like the lock is broken. I can't open it. As I push the door, I get a whiff of some rotten smell coming from inside. Lock is broken. I can't open it. A horrible smell is coming from the hole. That means she needs to wash it. Did that just move, or was it only my imagination? Okay, so I really like in the remake that they actually have it move. Like in this, James says like, "Oh, did that just move, or is it only imagination?" And then the remake, they actually just have it move, so you, the player, have the reaction that James has, instead of telling you, "Oh," like flavor text to make it scary. Like it does the thing to make it like creepier for you, the player, and go, "What the fuck?" The corpse smells nauseatingly of rotten flesh. This corpse into this hole? There's a hole in the floor. I can't see the bottom. How far does this thing go? Will you go down? Yes. I don't have a map of this area. Another hole. Do I really have to drop through it? Will you go down? Yes. James, you have poor trigger discipline. You should not have your finger on the trigger. Not till you're ready to shoot. It looks like the lock is broken. I can't open it. Got a first aid kit. Shotgun shells. Handgun bullets. Oh no, I was tricked in here. Rifle shells. They done tricked me. They put loot in here and my little loot goblin brain wanted me to be in here. Down we go, down we go. Long elevator ride. Some elevator music would be nice. Oh boy, here we are. I forget where I read it, but apparently there's a mini map in. I can't go through here because the wire stretched across the path. There's a way to like install, but if you do like a certain button combination, you can actually no, James. Turn on like a mini map. I don't know the button combination. It was like something that was found. Well, this is like a couple years ago when I saw it on Twitter. So it's not like a recent discovery. I'm like curious like how someone figured that out and how it was never really mentioned like any type of like video game guide that would have been available back then. Granted, maybe they didn't know. Those things aren't entirely reliable. Especially if it's like a hidden mechanic like that. Ah, damn it, shoot. Okay, so both paths. Okay, so those paths all lead down. So let's go see where the other one takes me. A dead end. Fascinating. Oh. Kick. You die. Yeah. God, I love the effect with like the way that the blood. Oh, it's so cool. The way the blood disperses in the water. That's so cool. Ah, fuck, I hate this part. Did I do it right? Huh, first try. Nice upskirt.
You're alive! Maria, I thought that thing killed you. Are you hurt bad?
Not at all, silly.
Maria? That thing, it stabbed you. There was blood everywhere.
Stabbed me? What do you mean?
It chased us to the elevator, and then
James, what are you talking about?
just before. Don't you remember?
James, honey, did something happen to you? After we got separated in that long hallway? Are you confusing me with someone else? You were always so forgetful. Remember that time in the hotel?
Maria?
You said you took everything, but you forgot that videotape we made. I wonder if it's still there.
How do you know about that? Aren't you Maria?
I'm not your Mary.
So, you're Maria.
I am. If you want me to be.
All I want from you is an answer.
It doesn't matter who I am. I'm here for you, James. See? I'm real. Don't you want to touch me?
I don't know.
Come and get me. I can't do anything through these bars.
Okay. Stay right there. I'll be there soon.
Yes, I've played the remake, yeah. I like it. I think the remake does some things better than the original, and I think the original does some things better than the remake. Yeah, I've played it. I like it. Wait, back up we go. The hell is that? No. Oh, there it is. Ah, nope. I got the wire cutter. There we go. Okay, got the wire cutter. Now we can go do that. Okay, so wire cutter's over there. I need to go check down there. I forget what's over there. Down we go. God! Got the great knife. Shotgun shells. Okay. Bye, Pyramid Head. You have fun, but you have fun down here by yourself. Okay then. Okay, what's down this way? Or is this just like the same path? Okay, so it's just the same way. Okay. Okay, then head down here. Wait. This way. Can't get through here because massive open will pyramid head, hard to use but lethal. That would take forever. Okay, run past you. Oh, we're off the grid. Actually, let me check further in. Because I think there's more to this area. Huh. Big ol' nothing. Out of my way. Okay, which... Okay, that's further down. Hello. And goodbye. Okay, nothing there. Gotta progress further in. Further down we go. Out of the way. Yo! Up we go. God, they have given me so much ammo. Okay, let's see what's over this way. That's a dead end. Pop. And kick. Just an endless spiral further and further into the abyss. Ah, bitch. I feel like they're way longer in the remake. I don't know if it's just because I've beaten this game a couple times, but I feel like I'm just kind of blazing through this area. It feels very, very straightforward. Because like in the remake, it definitely felt like a lot more puzzles and like just a little, not harder, much harder time, but like definitely had me scratching my head a bit more trying to figure out what to do, where to go. I mean, shit, but we might be able to reach, like, the hotel by the end of tonight's stream. Go away. Eh. Nah, shit. Oh, whoopsie. There we go. Oh, this is such a labyrinth. Befitting the name. Oh, there's the big lad. I knew he was in one of these. Yeah, Silent Hill is... That's something I feel like... I don't think I've ever actually been in this room. That's something I think the remake does... Ooh. He hasn't seen me. Not necessarily better, but they make the other world in the remake is a lot more rusty and a lot more in line with like the other versions of the other world. Now, granted, everything in this version of Silent Hill 2 is still very rusty, grimy, grungy. Okay, so... Okay, I gotta double back, go this way. Yeah, James also doesn't do himself any favors with all the dirty things he just shoves his hand into. Hey, Pyramid Head. Bitch! How do you miss both of those swings? Pyramid Head, get your game up, my man. Oh no, is this...
Daddy, please don't.
Oh god. Ah, get off, get off, get off. Oh shit, I already need to heal, holy shit. Oh god, get off, get off. Yeah, there's a... lot of psychosexual elements in this one. Like, this monstrosity, get the fuck off of me. Oh, get off, get off. I don't like my head being in there. Okay, I definitely will say I think the remake fight is, shit. Way better. Granted, I think all the boss fights in the remake are better. Because, like, this room itself is just absolutely horrifying with the implications of the fleshy walls and the pistons pulsing in and out of the sphincter type things with the abstract daddy and Angela. It's very horrific implications of what happened to her.
Angela, relax.
Don't
Bro.
order me around.
I'm not trying to order you.
So what do you want then? Oh, I see. You're trying to be nice to me, right? I know what you're up to. It's always the same. You're only after one thing.
No, that's not true at all.
You don't have to lie. Go ahead and say it. Or you could just force me. Beat me up like you always did. You only care about yourself anyway. You disgusting pig.
Angela.
Don't touch me. You make me sick. You said your wife Mary was dead, right?
Yes. She was ill.
Liar! I know about you. You didn't want her around anymore. You probably found someone else.
That's ridiculous. I never.
Man, that's fucked up. I think the remake making it a much more prolonged segment and having, like, detailing the abuse a lot more, I think was really a smart decision. Like, showing, like, via the listening to the TV of all the different types of abuses she endured. And it having, I really like that it also transitions from, like, the hallway into, like, the fleshy biomechanical type of hell that is represented in that room. God, this Team Silent had fucking balls to do a game like this, especially in 2001. Dead men, swinging in a tree. How many dead men do you see? Tongue turned blue and face gone gray, watched them as they twist and sway. First one killed the butcher man, then cooked him in the frying pan, served him to his hungry guests, and gave them seconds on request. The next one with a smile and sweets stole poor children off the streets. To men who dressed unsavory, he sold them into slavery. Breaking into a home at night, the thief he had a nasty fright, filled his foolish head with ale, woke in the morn in the county jail. The artist with his daunting skill tried his hand, at painting bills, but caught in rain he was undone, when the ink he'd used did start to run. With promises of great return, taking gold he did not earn, boned it up out of sight, quietly slipped off into night. 3 houses into ashes burned, the sheriff with no place to turn, did spy a stranger to his town, locked him up and beat him down. Dead men, swinging in a tree, how many dead men do you see? 6 feet long and 6 men wide, around their nooses the noose be tied, round their necks the noose be tied. I can't turn the handle unless I move the handcuffs. Oh, whoops. This man was hanged for the crime of arson. Justice and revenge had been served. This man was hanged for the crime of kidnapping. Justice and revenge had been served. This man was hanged for the crime of murder. Justice and revenge had been served. This man was hanged for the crime of swindling. Justice and revenge had been served. This man was hanged for the crime of counterfeiting. Justice and revenge had been served. This man was hanged for the crime of thievery. Justice and revenge had been served. Does Candyman not have one? I thought he did. Isn't that a part of the thing in the movie where like it's been a hot minute since I've watched Candyman, but isn't that like the thing, like you go into like a mirror and you recite the Candyman rhyme and then he shows up? I said it's been a hot minute since I've watched Candyman, but doesn't he have one? Or am I hallucinating? Yeah, I gotta look this up. Candyman 1992 rhythm. I spelled rhythm wrong. No, you just gotta say his name. Fuck, I'm dumb. You just gotta say his name. Who am I thinking of then? I might. No. I'm getting it mixed up with Freddy Krueger. It's like Freddy Krueger isn't related to the rhyme, but I just remember the 1, 2, Freddy's looking for you. 3, 4, better shut your. What is it? 1, 2, Freddy's looking for you. 3, 4, shut your door. I'm getting it mixed up with the actual song. 7, 6, get a crucifix. 9, 10, never sleep again. I gotta look up how it goes, because it's funny, my mom does not remember how to do the real version of that. She just remembers the one with Freddy Krueger. Okay, I think there's an order to it. I think that's how I'm supposed to do it. I have to like pull the ropes into order of the song. Okay, so let me. Okay, I'm gonna need to take a picture and open a note. Okay, Deadman. First is murder. Murder. Okay, kidnapping. Number 2. Number 3. Breaking and entering, I think? Breaking and entering. Well, it says he's a thief, so maybe thievery. Okay, counterfeiting. That's what it is. 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your door. 5, 6, get a crucifix. 7, 8, better stay up late. 9, 10, never sleep again. Yeah, that's how it goes. Oh god, what crime is this? Promise a great return, taking gold he did not earn. I forget what that crime is called. Swindler? Swindler. Let's do swindling. Swindling. Arson. Okay, so... Okay, then... Okay, now a picture, so I can mark it. Okay, let's see. Number 1 is murder. Okay, what are you? This man was hanged for the crime of arson. Crime of kidnapping. Murder. Okay, so you are 1. Okay, kidnapping's number 2. Okay, number 2. Then 3. Oh, burglary. That's what it was. Crime of okay, maybe it wasn't burglary. Counterfeiting. Okay, so thievery. Then counterfeiting. Is this guy? Yeah. Then swindler. Okay. Okay, got it. Okay, 1, 2. I hope I'm understanding this puzzle right and I'm not just doing stuff wrong. 2, 3. He's working his arms. 4. Number 5. Then if I remember right, if you do this in the right order, is it... You hear like a key clang in the other one. Okay, if I did this right, I think you hear like a key. Oh, wait, maybe I should read the instructions in this room. Well, that's a nice little detail. I never noticed that. I got the key of the person. Okay. Paper that was covering the corpse's face is lying here. Oh, Jesus, that corpse is moving around. I did... Oh, goodness, that's spooky. Key of the persecuted. It's locked.
Maria? Maria? Maria, no! What happened to you? Why? Why? Mary.
Can I go back in here? Room 2. Hold on. Room 208? Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. What's the hotel room in Lakeside Hotel? No, that's the room in Woodside Apartment where you see Pyramid Head raping the mannequins. What's the symbolism there? Okay, why is... Come on. Come on, there we go. What does that mean? I've never noticed that the door said 208 before. I'm curious what the implication of that is, because room 208 in Woodside's apartment is where Pyramid Head was raping the mannequins. How does that relate to James and Maria? What does that mean? I'm really curious now. I gotta do some lore, like looking at lore stuff now. That could just be asset reuse. I could be overthinking it, but like how like the corpses are like James's body or James's model because they, you know, have limited resources. I could just be overthinking it. It's just something that you're not supposed to notice because it's a low poly game from 2001. But now I am really curious if that is intentional, is meant to have some type of deeper meaning. Okay, one of these is Walter's, I think. The name on the tombstone is too scratched up to read. An epitaph is inscribed here. This felon drank one last bottle of ale before he was executed and laid here to his eternal rest. The name on the tombstone is too scratched up to read. There's a name inscribed on the tombstone. Miriam K. Traitor. Name on the tombstone is too scratched up to read. There's a name inscribed on the tombstone. Walter Sullivan. It's really cool to me how they... Because, like, Silent Hill 4 clearly wasn't planned to be, like, it wasn't meant to be like a Silent Hill game, it's meant to be its own thing. But it's really cool how they took just this one-off serial killer that's mentioned just a couple times in Silent Hill 2 and made a whole game with him as the villain. I think that's really cool that they did that. There's a name inscribed on the tombstone. Eddie Dombrowski. There's a name inscribed on the tombstone. Angela Orozco. There's a name inscribed on the tombstone. James Sunderland. Will you go down? Ooh, it's getting cold. It's getting chilly. Oh, Jesus Christ, I forgot how bloody this was. Like there, those corpses over there are just corpses, but they're the same model that's used for James, because, you know, asset reuse.
Eddie, what are you doing? What does it look like? He always busted my balls. You fat, disgusting piece of shit. You make me sick. Fat ass, you're nothing but a waste of skin. You're so ugly, even your mama don't love you. Well, maybe he was right. Maybe I am nothing but a fat, disgusting piece of shit. But you know what? It doesn't matter if you're smart, dumb, ugly, pretty. It's all the same once you're dead. And the corpse can't laugh. From now on, if anyone makes fun of me, I'll kill him. Just like that. Eddie, have you gone nuts?
James, do you have no fucking survival skills?
I knew it. You too. You're just like him, James.
Hey, I didn't mean anything.
Don't bother. I understand. You've been laughing at me all along, haven't you? Ever since we first met. I'll kill you, James.
Okay, let's see if I can do the bonks, just the bonk method. Oh, whoops. No, it's supposed to be this one. Bonk. Bonk. He's supposed to get, like, stun locked. Did they actually fix it? Ow. He's supposed to get stun locked by this. Am I doing it wrong? Okay. Shotgun. Ah! No. Always hoard your medical supplies. Yeah, run, bitch. I don't subscribe to the theory that James is stuck in like a time loop. Just because like it's mentioned in Silent Hill, like the other Silent Hills, that James just kind of disappeared. But it's very funny that like one of the things people use as evidence for their theory is like, oh, and the boss fight with Eddie, you can find all these corpses that have the same model as James, which means that these are the Jameses that failed, and this is the James that's going to succeed, or whatever. But it's like, I just find that very humorous, and like, this is a 2001 game. I'm pretty sure this is just because it's asset reuse, and no one's gonna notice unless you really inspect it.
Do you know what it does to you, James? When you're hated, picked on, spit on, just because of the way you look, after you've been laughed at your whole friggin' life. That's why I ran away after I killed the dog. Ran away like a scared little girl. Yeah, I killed that dog. It was fun. It tried to chew its own guts out. Finally died all curled up in a ball.
Jesus Christ.
He came after me. I shot him too, right in the leg. He cried more than the dog. He's gonna have a hard time playing football on what's left of that knee.
You think it's okay to kill people? You need help, Eddie.
Don't get all holy on me, James. This town called you too. You and me are the same. We're not like other people. Don't you know that? Let's party!
Ah. Eddie is fucked in the head. Holy shit. Yeah, Eddie, I feel like Eddie's issues are beyond just self-esteem issues, because like a lot of people have self-esteem issues based off how they look, and I don't think the average person's solution is to torture an animal and then kill the person who tries to prevent you from torturing an animal.
Eddie? I killed a human being. A human being.
Shame we can't take his revolver. I think that'd be a sweet addition to his arsenal. Just yoink, that's mine.
Mary. Did you really die 3 years ago?
What's weird is like Eddie's, I mean, maybe this was like, you know, it's 2001. But like, he doesn't seem that heavy. Like, yeah, he's big, but he doesn't seem like... That's true. But that's the thing, is like, Eddie's not even like that big. Like, yeah, he's heavy, but he looks more, at least like in the in-game model, in the FMVs, he definitely looks fatter. Like, he's not like my 1,000-pound life or whatever that show's called. He just looks like a big stocky dude. Which I think like maybe that's intentional, like show like how even if you're not a certain way, you can still like be perceived as that and mocked, and then that you internalize that and hate yourself for it, which Eddie very clearly did. Okay, I'm gonna call it there for tonight. I can't believe we're almost done with this game. I don't remember it being this short. Or maybe it's just because last time I played Silent Hill 2 was in the remake, and the remake's like 20 hours long. And this one is a lot shorter than that. Yeah, or I'm probably going to be done with it next stream, to be honest. If we just blitz through the hotel like we have with this, we should be able to finish this by next week, I think. It's like the hotel isn't very long, if I remember correct. Like I remember the prison and the society being like the longest, like the prison and the labyrinth I remember being the longest parts of the game, and that just kind of flew by. Sorry. But yep, I'm gonna call it there for tonight. Thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all have a good one. Bye bye.